My name is Steve Mudosi, and this is the Personal Development Challenge. The subject of the mind has been spoken about by as many people as there are to speak about the mind. And I am here today to add something into the subject of the mind, because there are two things about the mind that have been discussed before, but two things about the mind. Is it a warehouse or a factory? About the mind can be used to store information. The mind can be used to store information for future retrieval, but the mind can also be used as a factory. And once in a while, people use the mind more to store information, and sometimes information that doesn't even serve them. And one of the things that I've seen around is like when you check in your house, a TV that was bought in 1901 is still the box lying somewhere. An appliance that you bought many years ago, some box is still lying somewhere. And that is what we do with the mind sometimes, that we clutter the mind with so much information that we are not putting it to use, that is not useful, sometimes information that is stale, and sometimes we carry these things on and on, occupying space in our minds, and it is not useful. I like what Mahatma Gandhi said. He says one time that I will not allow anyone walk through my mind in their dirty feet. And this is what we need to come to, that we will not store anything in our minds that is not serving us, that is not serving our growth, that is not serving our self-discovery, that is not serving us in the journey of life, in the great and defined dance of existence. You do not need rhythms in your mind that are not in the way that you want your dance of life to be. And so the flip side of that is using the mind as a factory, as a place where you produce things, as a place where you manufacture, you create things. And I like what has been said lately, that we are living in the days not of the hard-working worker, but the head worker. We are living in the time when it's not the time for muscle, but the time for mind. Because when we come to the place where we begin to see ourselves as the mind workers, not just the muscle workers, we work from the neck up, not the neck down. And as has been observed before, the people who work from the neck up actually make more money than people working from the neck down. It is those days that we are living in. It is the age of the mind. Mind is the new capital, not money. And so I do not wish to draw a duality of the mind being a factory or the mind being a warehouse, but I am here to draw a duality of these two, to integrate the two instead of making each on its own. Can we make the mind the store of information that we use as a warehouse, information that we use as raw materials, information that we use to create things, information that we use to advance our dreams, our visions, our information that informs how we dance through the great dance of existence. And this is where we should come to, that we get informers, we get places where we get information that we can put into use in our lives, places and informers and things that serve us, serve the mind, to bring us raw materials that are new, raw materials that are not stale, raw materials that are not expired, so that we can produce things in our lives. Show me a company that has a bigger warehouse than the place where they store their finished products, and I will show you a company that is on its deathbed. If you have more information than you are using, if you have more stored information than you are putting into practice, I think that is where we need to begin a conversation about how are you using the information that is so much available today. The mind is a creative tool. And if there's one quality that we need to embrace, it is that of our creator. We need to be creators. We need to be co-creators with the universe that creates everything every day, new cells, new everything, new things in the universe are being created every day. And we need to be co-creators with the universe. And the only way we can do that is when we live in this age of information, is to pick the information that comes our way, sieve it in a way that serves us, and make sure that this information is used to create the kind of life we want. That is the Personal Development Challenge for today. Thank you.